Good morning, fellow YouTubers. Welcome to the Daily Digestion Channel. It is finally Sunday, and I'm so glad because this week has been stressful. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not been my ideal of a week. I have been running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Sorry to use that expression, it's not very vegan, but you know, that's an old saying that we've said for years around this area. My grandmother used to say it. She lived on a farm. But, so, yeah. It's just been really stressful, but long story short, I just want to do like an update video. I have been basically doing raw till 4 for the past week, and I feel better. As far as I've got more energy, I'm able to eat more raw food. And one of the drawbacks of being on the OMAD diet, which I absolutely loved, and I would never ever trade that experience for the world, but for me, healing my bicycle injury, you know, this is just a better diet. I feel like I'm gaining more weight, I have more energy, I'm able to, I'm happier throughout the day, I don't feel undercarbed throughout the day. So overall, I just think that I like to eat a lot of raw food. That's the major issue that I want to discuss. I like eating massive amounts of raw food, as much raw food as I can. And on the OMAD diet, I just couldn't get enough raw food and cooked food in together for me. So that being said, I'm on my way to church today. And I got to sleep in late, and you know, it's just so nice to be able to sleep in late when you have to get up at 5:30 every morning. And you know, it's just really nice to sleep in. My digestion is so much better when I get to sleep in for one day and relax, and it just seems like it's a reset button for me. Sundays are a reset button, and then I get to go to church. And I was going to try to do some yoga today, but I've decided that I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to make a YouTube video, and I'm just going to do some stretches, just maybe some, you know, sundown stretches, but feeling good, back to my normal weight, yeah. Which is roughly about 109 pounds. That's what, you know, I've been all along, even on OMAD, even on raw till 4. I've just been kind of, I lost more weight when I was on the raw diet for 21 days. I got down to 104 pounds, and I just seriously think that was trapped microscopic inflammation, trapped microscopic fluid. So, you know, and that was just maybe some inflammation, fluctuations with hormones and period and all that stuff. But roughly, you know, I stay in that range, around 107 pounds to 109 pounds. You know, it's not like a huge difference. It's like no one can even tell. But I feel stronger, and I just feel overall better on the raw till 4 diet. And I basically didn't eat anything until like 3 o'clock yesterday. So I'm doing a lot of intermittent fasting, and it just depends on my schedule and what's going on. So like, you know, I'm just kind of free flowing, going with the flow, and just kind of winging it, listening to my body, paying attention, being consciously aware of the situation. So let's get into it.
I believe that one day I will see your kingdom come, and I want
wanting to get one of those NutriBullets for a really long time. I had a smaller one and it broke, and I had my father-in-law gave me a Ninja for Christmas, and since I had the NutriBullet and the Ninja, I decided to give my mother the Ninja because she needed one. So I gave her the Ninja, and so I didn't have anything. So I didn't have a Ninja, didn't have a NutriBullet, and I kept looking at Walmart and pricing them, and I was like, I am not paying that much for one. I was like, I'm just gonna wait till I find one at the flea market, because they're like $179 at Walmart and stuff like that. And I was just like, I'm not paying that much for a freaking something to juice, to blend a little bit of you know, dressing or whatever I'm just gonna do it for. You know, it's not like I've got my Vitamix, which, you know, you can't really blend small amounts of stuff in it or make small smoothies. But with a Vitamix, you can make dressings, you can make like nut dressings, you can make like small little smoothies, like if you just want a small little smoothie and you don't want a big smoothie. Because I always, with my Vitamix, I always try to make a small smoothie, but I end up making a huge smoothie, and I'm like, I cannot drink all of this, and I end up stuffing myself because I don't like to put it in the refrigerator because it oxidizes and stuff like that. So, long story short, I was at the flea market, and guess what I found? It was like one of those moments, and it was a NutriBullet. And I was like, okay, I'm going up to this table, I'm going to ask them how much they want for it. And I was like, I know they're going to want $50 for it. And that's even still too much, like, for me to pay at the flea market, because it was probably used, and I was just like, you know, is it really torn up or whatever? So so I walk up to it, and it says $20 on the box. And I'm like, okay, that's cheap as dirt. And I'm like, there's got to be something wrong with it. There's got to be parts missing. And I asked the lady, and she was like, this is brand new. And I'm like, really? I'm like, can I look at it? So she gets everything out. It's got the papers. It's wrapped in plastic. And it's $20. And I was just like, sold. I'm buying it. You know, I can scrape up $20 of my gas money for the week, or not go out to eat or whatever to buy this thing for $20, because it's $179 new. And I was like, how are you selling it this cheap? And she was like, well, I bring 2 out here every week. I've never seen her before. And I was like, okay. So she was like, I bring 2 out here every week and I sell them. She was like, I get skit loads of stuff where this is just like, they can't sell them because it's not a new product. So basically they made too many of them. And so, yeah, you know, and I was like, yay! So I bought it, and I'm so happy, and I'll show it to you later. But so that being said, you know, I could turn around and sell that for $100 if I wanted to, and I could do that all day long at the flea market. Like, I could go down there and scout stuff out, find it and buy it. And I've tried to do that before, but it's hard to do. It's kind of like just lucky that I just find this stuff randomly. And I really felt like it was a God thing, because I waited and I didn't buy a new one. And I just kept waiting, and I was patient, and I waited for that to come along. And patience is a virtue. It truly, truly is. If you wait for things instead of buying it on credit or whatever, God will bless you and show you how to do it. If you concept it in and you pray about it long enough and you meditate, God will show you these things. And God loves kindness. He loves for us to be kind to other people and show compassion. And the more compassionate that we are to other people, the more compassionate He is to us. And I felt like that this was an act of compassion. I felt like it was an act of compassion to where I have been just continually been compassionate to other people, you know, that maybe don't deserve it, you know, but I know that God loves me and He wants me to show His love to other people so that they can be loved, and they can know that God loves them and that they have God and they don't really need anything else. They don't need to listen to all these people out there trying to tell them what to do, how to live their life, what is the healthiest thing. If it's really you and God, you know what the right thing is, because He'll show you. You just have to seek Him, and you do that through meditation, through prayer, and He will show you things that you never dreamed of knowing. He will show you. So that being said, I'm just really thankful today. So this is my gratitude video for the day on Sunday. Okay guys, we are here and we are at the park. I brought my bicycle and we are going to do some bike riding. And yeah, I've had the niacin and I'm getting a major niacin flush right now. All I've had today is one Sprite with sugar, the good type. And I've had some cheer wine. It's got sugar, it's the good type. And so I just had the niacin and the ashwagandha. I've not had anything to eat today, so I'm doing some intermittent fasting. But it's the type where you drink sugar drinks when you want to. So yeah, and I feel great. I have a lot of good energy right now. I feel really good. And the reason I'm doing this with my ears right now is because the niacin will literally make your blood rush to parts of your body that it doesn't normally rush to, and my ears are getting wet inside, which is weird. So like, it helps with inflammation. Like, that's huge, you guys. With, you know, the, I'm not gonna mention anything, you know, the stuff going on in the air around us that, yeah, is everywhere. You know what I'm talking about. But I feel good today. And I'm getting this niacin flush going on, and it's amazing. But we went to church, we went to the flea market. I've had a wonderfully, doubly blessed day. I got so many good deals at the flea market today. It is unbelievable. And I'm going to share that with you in some videos, but let's get... Okay, more hills. Yeah, more hills. And let's go. I got more hills. And this bike does not have gears, okay? But yeah, and I'm trying to hold a camera. So here we go. Okay, holding this camera is the horse of a different color. Might I add, I had a bike wreck. And as long as I don't fall off of my bike, I'm okay with that, you know? So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm recovering from a bicycle injury. So I've got a negative neuroassociation with bikes, and I'm trying to take my time. But it's all good, because this is a woman's bike, and the bike that I wrecked on was a man's bike, and I fell on the bar. Yeah, It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all, folks. It was not pretty at all. Okay? It wasn't pretty. No, that's better. The lighting's better. So, okay, let's try to get up this hill. I'm gonna have to turn the camera on. Okay, guys, that was the hill from hell and back. We are not going that way. We're gonna go the safe route around the park, okay, in the sunlight, which means the niacin is going to start flushing even harder, and my skin is starting to burn. We can do this, guys. We can do this much easier on level ground. So, yeah, this is fun. This is fun. I'm having fun. As long as I don't wreck and crush my pelvic bone again. I didn't tell you that that's what happened. I fell on the man's bar of a man's bike. I fell on the bar and I cracked my pelvic pubic bone. How's that for great marriage therapy? Yeah, it was lovely. But we got through it, and it was a miracle. I've got a great husband. Not all husbands could deal with that, but luckily I married a man that is just always, it seems like the rougher things got with me, if I got sick, he was more loyal than ever. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I know some men, they would just be out running around on their wives and this and that, but he's like one of these guys, he comes straight home and just stay with me the whole time, never go anywhere, be right by my side. I'm grateful. I mean, that's a blessing to have a husband like that. The good Lord, he's been good to me. But here we go. This is fun. Yeah, I'll give you a full view here of, yes, I am really riding a bike, and I'm sporting my new shorts, which I'm really psyched about. But yeah, this is great. I need the exercise. I love to bike ride. I used to bike ride all the time when I was little. You know, I rode around everywhere on my bike, and I have such great memories about that. It's a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. It was great. So here we are. Hey, I need like some duct tape to tape this thing to my steering wheel where it won't be so awkward. Most people don't even know what I'm doing. Like, they're probably thinking, oh, she's video recording us. I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing off and keep trucking. Because it's a pain to hold this. Okay. Hey guys, here we are at the Johnson City Parks and Recreation Wall of Fame. Yes, this is a moment of clarity and time, and I have no idea what these people did. But evidently there's some people in our city who did some amazing things for the park and recreations area. So yeah, here they are. And it's a nice little memorial. Pretty cool. Let's check it out. See, Johnson City Parks and Recreation little memorial from each year. Pretty cool, pretty amazing. But I'm up here at the top of the mountain. Just rode up this little area up through here, and I'm gonna circle back around. And this is the Parks and Recreation area. My son and his girlfriend are playing frisbee golf in those woods. And I told them that I was gonna be over there with binoculars. I lied. I don't have binoculars and I'm not spying on them, but hey, they need to think that I am. You know what I'm saying? They need to think that I am. Okay guys, I've been to this park 1,000 times. I've been to soccer games. I've been to hiking trips with my kids, picnics, you know, mainly soccer games, but I never knew that we had this beautiful little area up here. So let me show you. Look at this. It's like these little donated trees. It's this nice little shaded area with all these trees, and it's just really nice. And it's got like, it says this tree was grown from seeds collected at Dwight Eisenhower Catalpa and his last home located near Gettysburg. So these seeds were planted from his home. They were from his home. Eisenhower was the supreme commander of the Allied forces during World War II and served as the 34th President of the United States. Cool beans. That's sweet. Totally sweet. I am just like so appreciative right now. That is huge. Let's check out this little tree. The cedar of Lebanon. Whoa, it's a cedar tree. If you want to know the species of the tree, here you go. Right here, it'll tell you. This tree is mentioned over 60 times in the Bible. The wood was used in ancient Egypt, Assyria, and Israel for constructing buildings, ships, thrones, and altars. It is best known for its use in building King Solomon's temple. Dude, he was like really important in the Bible, but here it is, cedar. Must be a very, 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 very strong type of tree. But here it is. That's amazing. I'm so excited about this. Like, this is so cool. Can you see that? Like the type of tree, this, I believe it's a coniferous cone bearing tree. No cones. Oh wait, it looks like some little cones are gonna start coming out. I see them, but here it is. This is the type of bark it has. So this is a cedar tree, very strong. Oh, we got some sap. Now, if you guys don't know about this stuff right here, this is the sticky resin. You can take this stuff when it comes out of the tree, you can scrape it as it bubbles out, and you can start fires with it. You can use the resin, put it in a little container, and yeah, you can like start fires and stuff with it. Like, it's super cool, super amazing starter fuel for here's some right here. Can you see that? Can you see that resin? I hope you can see it. Oh, where is it? There it is. You can see that, can't you? Isn't that really cool? But yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna look at some more of these varieties of trees because I've really been wanting to know about the trees and stuff. This is a catalpa, which the catalpa tree has some big leaves. I don't know. It just says, you know, it's famous because of Dwight Eisenhower, but I really like to know more about these trees and their purposes. This is an ash tree. James Monroe. James Monroe was the 5th president of the United States. He was famous for the Monroe. Okay guys, this is amazing. Like, this park is so cool. Like, all of these different species of trees and stuff. Like, oh my god, I could stay all day here and look at this stuff. But I was wanting to show you this really nice monument. Check this out. Isn't that cool? It's like a family. It says erected to the memory of Henry Massengill and his pioneer family, came from North Carolina to the Watauga settlement in 1769. his plantation near the mouth of Boone's Creek and joined William Bean, who was the first permanent white settler west of the Allegheny Mountains. Wow. In 1775, he was appointed to an office in the Watauga Association, which adopted the first written constitution for the government of American-born freemen. Sweet. Check them out. Family at its finest. They got the dog. They got the freaking plow laying in front of them, plowing the land. That man working hard for his woman and his child. That's what I'm talking about, people. American heritage. By the sweat of their brow. It's a beautiful day. It really is. Like, this is so relaxing and peaceful to do this. Like, I'm just at my local park, you know, but I feel like I'm just tossing all my cares right out the window. Just like, poo, poo, poo. I mean, you know, like, it's so freaking de-stressing my body right now. Like, this is the way people need to do stuff. Instead of, like, going on these crazy vacations to the Bahamas. Now I wouldn't mind doing that, you know. I've got lots of friends that go to all these like really nice vacations, and that's all great and everything, you know, but my husband does not really like to travel. So anyway, here we are. Check this out. Look at this. Now this is sweet. Check it out. This is a really this is an old log cabin. This is really cool. Administration office. I'm sure that this is some old plantation house. It looks as old as the hills. I'm not going to bother to read about it. Just win a beautiful butterfly. And I'm just going to fly. Keep flying, beautiful butterflies. Keep flying. I'm going to ignore the carbon monoxide smell and go take some iodine when I get home, and some Chembuster, and some drink a ton of water. Okay guys, here's my gal, Ruby. She don't ask no questions and I don't tell no lies. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously. Sun salutation. Guys, I just want to say I'm so grateful right now. Like, my body has been healed. I'm gonna have to turn this camera. Guys, I'm getting low on battery strength, but I just wanted to say that, you know, my body has been healed on a massive level from where I've been from. Like, after my bike wreck, like a year ago, I fractured my pelvic pubic bone, and I lost muscle control in the left lower quadrant of my body. Guys, it was bad. Everything on the left side of my lower quadrant dropped down because there were no muscles to hold it up. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't really eat. Like, I had to juice for 3 months. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, I've really blocked a lot of it out. Yeah, sure, I went on a solid 15-day juice fast, but like, I was juicing constantly, and my body has healed. So thanks, Dan McDonald, because your videos literally saved my life. And I'm gonna do a video about that. And yeah, here comes the lady. Hey, how are you? Good. No, you're fine. You're fine. I just turned it off. I'm just vlogging. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Take your time. I'm just waiting on my son. You're not in my way or bother me. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you know, I've been through hell and back, and I have to say that, you know, before my bike wreck, I was not being a good person. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. I had some addictions that I had let go of. After how are you? Good. But you know, I had some addictions. I'm not really posted anything on that, but God really convicted me hard. I mean, here I was, this perfect little vegan, living this perfect little life, but you know, things weren't right. I was drinking, like, a lot, and it was unhealthy, and I was working out and trying to exercise and all this stuff, but guys, you really, you know, drinking and being healthy doesn't mix, okay? I mean, let's be real. I would go, like, eat the healthy vegan meal and then go, I was like one of those hypocrite vegans, like, health people, like, it was ridiculous. And you know what, when I was riding my bike, I had a beer. I'd had a beer before I went bike riding, and I was, you know, when you're doing high carb and you drink a beer, man, that sugar goes straight to your blood. I don't know, it does with me. And I was like, oh, one beer, I mean, it doesn't take much. And that's when I had my wreck. That was like a life-changing moment. I will never drink. I know that people say never, but I haven't had a beer since then, since that happened. And I don't ever plan on drinking anymore. And I'm so much happier. I'm so much healthier. Like the lights are on and it's good, and I've been through hell, but I'm here by the grace of God and YouTube and Dan McDonald and Conscious Calisthenics and Tanny Raw and Vegetable Police and Fem Fusion Fitness. All those people nurtured me back to health, literally. And of course, Freely the Banana Girls for starter. I mean, she's huge. I mean, you know, she's like the grandmother, pioneer of everybody. I'm sorry, she is. And Wigmore, you know, but I'm talking modern day here now. And Durian Rider, of course, he's rock solid vegan from, you know, all get out. I love that guy. His MFing has really kicked me in the butt some days when I needed it. You know, I needed to hear that MFing. Like, get your butt out and do it. But I'm gonna stop now, and I'm running out of battery, and I'm gonna ride some bikes some more. So. Okay guys, we're here at Gelato's, and I got 2 scoops of the apple, green apple sorbetto, and it is delicious. It's just perfect. It's hitting the spot right after that bicycle ride, and it is perfect. I've not eaten anything all day, so this is really kind of breaking my fast, except for the Sprite and the cheer wine, and so I feel great. I've had great clean energy all day and feeling good. Hey guys, I'm back home now, and I'm ready to make some salad. It is running a little bit late. I had the cherry tomatoes, thank goodness, and it's 9:15. Eating late again. God. Okay, so I'm gonna eat these. I'm eating some, looks like I got some sun. Whoa, I got some sun today. But I'm eating the pineapple. I'm gonna chop up some lettuce. I'm going to heat up some potatoes and rice and beans. Pretty much the same thing I had last night. And I can't wait. Okay guys, check out my salad. I've got some green leaf lettuce, some Roma tomatoes chopped, some sauerkraut, onions. This is the sweet peppers, and I put 4 olives. Each olive is equal to 1 gram of fat. So you got to be careful. I put 5 in here, but yeah, that's not something you want to just sit down a bunch of olives. Like, you know, 4 of them has 36 calories, and you know, 4 of them has you know, 1 gram of fat each. So I think that's plenty of fat for my meal, because I'm eating a lot of carbohydrates. I'm going to eat these potatoes and rice, and then I've got a small little bowl of beans here that I'm going to eat cold. So yeah, this is for dinner, and yeah, I think this is gonna do me tonight. So I feel pretty good, feeling good, getting back to myself again. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and chew this really good, and then I'm going to eat my beans and my potatoes, and I'm getting really tired. I'm gonna be ready for bed early tonight. So if there's a gnat or a mosquito. Yeah, so it's been a great day, great weekend, busy weekend, super wonderful, and tired, ready for bed.
Okay, carrots on my potatoes, rice, and beans. For the win, people. Yes.
Oh, thanks, man. I can't eat that though. You know it? I can't eat that gluten.
Okay, guys. Going to have the macro bar for the end of my dinner. Not going to put the peanut butter on there like I'm dying to do. Just not going to do it because it's got some coconut in it. And there's no point in doing that, I believe. It's got 2.5 grams of fat. I'm good to go. Protein. But yeah, I think this would be a good little thing to eat before bed. Okay, it is late. I'm doing some late night snacking, attacking on some chocolate crunch. Going kashi with some soy milk. I mean a bowl of this cereal. Yeah, I'm doing the dirty deed. It's almost 12 o'clock, but I'm just really wanting to eat this. And I'm also going to eat 2 little cookies with it. Just 2. Just 2 cookies. Peace.